Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Season 4 Finals of the WCS. I'm Sean Green, joined by my partner in comms, ESPN commentator, Nick Teixeira. Nick? Oh, wrong way. Nick Teixeira. Is that better? Nick, brother, first of all, congratulations. All the hard work that you put in, paying off for you. You look great. You look, completely red. It's wonderful. How are you doing, my friend?
I'm doing great. It's an opportunity to, it's a great opportunity where I was able to do something truly unique, but it was all about the players, right? It was some great stuff we got to see out there, especially highlighting some top tier female talents that we have seen, like Caitlin Myers and the WCS history, as well as this season. Great. So, it was cool to be able to do that. And it's something I will remember forever, but it was about the players. And tonight is about the players too, because we have such an amazing matchup with the second set of the finals as Olivia Terry continues to take progress each time she plays Shea. I love to see that.
Yeah, she's gotten better and better. And of course, that accumulated last week in the 7-5 victory for OT from the TO. And she played extremely well. She never gave Shea extra opportunities. When Shea was struggling, OT pounced. And that's exactly what she's going to have to do tonight if she wants to get that double dip accomplished.
Well, what makes Shea such a tough opponent is that she often doesn't make the same mistakes twice. I don't expect her to, for lack of a better term, fall apart the way she did towards the end of that matchup. And she talked about it a little bit, and you guys will hear in the interview about the external pressures that she was thinking about. She's able to get that out of her head. This will still be a tough match for OT, but she's proven the giant can bleed.
Yeah, and OT has a lot of people behind her, a lot of support. Same thing with Shea, and it's really cool to see that. Chat, let us know, who do you have in this one? Looking forward to getting on this call, but let's take a look at our competitors. We're going to start with OT from the TO, playing for 419 Entertainment out of the spot 419, which just actually opened up August 1st. So shout out to the spot 419. She's been playing for 8+ years, throwing a 3.79 NPR, which is exactly what she had last week. Her win rate of 59.7, and she's throwing the Super Dart Black Beauty 18-gram darts. She also comes in here with 18 9 marks with 3 white horses, 64 7 marks, 73 5 marks, and 77 games played total.
Yeah, and again, a season where she continues to improve week after week. I love every bit of what she has shown to offer. She's showing her competitive spirit to the truest. When you face tough competition, just be better. And that's what she is doing week in, week out. But she still has a tall task, as coming up against her, Shea Cole, with the nickname, "You Guys Hate Me." That's fair. No, I'm just kidding. It's not. I'm just kidding. Only Sean does. Vendor, Rosemary Coin, location, Magoo's, years played 20+ years, averaging right now a 4.24 and a 67.3% win rate. Throwing Booyah, Shea Cole, 18 grams. And again, Shea, absolute competitor here.
Yeah, 100%. She's last season's champion, in which she kind of dominated last season. She came into this season with a chip on her shoulder. Can she repeat? Can she continue to do that? Because she wasn't really the favorite last season. That was going to be Chris Grimmel. And Shea came in and got the job done. Now she's the favorite. And we're going to see if she can complete the task and get 2-2.
Yeah, to be the only ever champion of the singles version of the WCS is an accolade she absolutely wants to add to her resume, especially considering her limitations of life right now and trying to make sure she's there for her family. Having the opportunity to be able to win titles from home means a lot to her, and she wants to get this one done tonight.
Well, you see the look there of Shea Cole as they're getting warmed up. And if you haven't watched before, welcome. Where you been? Let's go over the format and specific rules for this Women's Singles Challenger Series. It is a double elimination style tournament. The players will play a race to 7, best of 13 legs, all cricket with a cork or 3-dart count-up to start the match, which we're about to see. The loser of the previous leg will start the next leg after that. And if either team is down 3 or more legs, they will continue to go first until that deficit is reduced to 2 legs, either player. This is the PBD player advantage rule. And if we go the distance,
and we go for speed,
those players will cork for start in that last leg decider. And I know I said it's a double elimination style tournament. Well, they both have one loss. This is it. The double dip is on. Usually you just go back to back. They waited a week to get this done because that's how this tournament is put on. And well, Olivia Terry's been waiting a week to see if she can get that done, and Shea's been waiting a week for redemption.
And Olivia just showing that she's enjoying her summer break. I think her mentality is still so fresh and reset as Shea Cole goes ahead and starts off with a stunner on the diddle to guarantee the start. I love every bit of that.
I do love how she did not shoot the last start of the 20s. She didn't want to waste the 180, right? She that's a very important rule that you don't want to do. But Shea Cole comes into this, right? The higher NPR. What does Olivia Terry have to do in order to double dip her friend Shea Cole tonight?
Win. It's really as simple as that. She has to just make sure she gets stable footing, doesn't let the match get away from her, because coming back against somebody with a higher NPR, it feels tough. But putting them in a high pressure situation can crack anybody's armor. You have to try to hold your throws. And we saw the on one of their visits, not the last time, but the time prior that they played, the dominant holds a throw that we were seeing from Olivia. If she does that and she takes it the distance, anything can happen in a nervy last leg decider.
You're absolutely correct. And I agree with you with the win, right? But sometimes it's a little bit harder to do than that. But she's going to start out hot, and she's got to continue to work those corners, right? The 16s and 15s, add that pressure to Shea when she can and see if Shea can handle it or not. Last week, there were a couple times where that pressure paid off for Olivia Terry. Shea's going to try and correct that this week, but it's something that can happen. She already gave up the high ground after the first 2 misses on the 20 to get started with the match.
And to touch on something you said there, Sean, not only is this not easy, it's one of the hardest things you can do is play in this type of matchup. Long distance cricket against a longtime friend in a second set. I mean, this is as tough as it really does get. The only thing that makes it tougher is if they get the distance with the last leg decider, which we all want to see. So do it for us, ladies.
Yeah, I mean, coming into the season, they are completely even. They're 13-13 in legs played. So you can't get a much better final than this. Does Shea go up to try and get rid of that high ground? I'm okay with it in this spot because it's the 20s, first of all, and then also because of the block.
You have one dart in hand with the point lead. This is an opportunity where you typically could shoot that 20. I would do a lot of crazy things to get rid of that 20. The other thing is you could factor, well, if I do miss and hit into a single, where's my most valuable single? And it would be the 18 or the 17. But the way Olivia is hitting these 20s, they're scary to play against.
And there's the double 19. As Jen Mount said in the video today, a cheeky double to close out the 19s. Shout out to everyone in the chat. Caroline Delfino has been absolutely like a rock star of support. She also likes you, so that's nice to know. Yeah, Jared, they did just play. This is why this is the double dip. You can see everybody in the chat. Kayla Lynn, love you. Thank you so much for that kind words. How about Deanna giving a happy belated birthday to Nick? Nick's birthday was yesterday, folks. So if you didn't write on his wall, make sure to send him a gift right now. His address is, I'm just kidding.
You don't even, do you have my new address? I don't think you could. You would leak my dad's address, which would be even funnier if you did that. Don't do it.
We got our first boom goes the dynamite. Did you say don't do it?
No, to leaky my dad's address, not the boom.
Oh,
the
okay.
boom's fine. I do also
if
want
your dad
What?
puts that in the chat, then that's fine then.
Yeah, I think he's playing a league match right now. I don't know where he is. But Delfino, by the way, also saying yeehaw for the favorite combo. Season 9 here. A little Western cowboy theme, and I love every bit of that. I'm looking forward to getting the CSC back in session here.
Yeah, end of the month. I will be in Chicago for the CDC that weekend, leading into the selection show on that 26th or something like that of August. So looking forward to getting a look at the bracket, seeing who is going to be competing, and dissecting that with you guys. That's always a lot of fun.
And I also just love how much the times have changed, where this is normally Mondays. It's like, all right, cool, we're sitting down, we're ready for Mondays. Now it's, okay, quick, did I fly back or drive back in time from whatever event I was at to be ready for Monday? Still just as exciting as ever, just as high as on the radar, but times have changed. And I'm just happy to be able to have the honor to talk about these amazing darts like we're seeing from Shea right here.
Yeah, huge 6 mark there, brother. You just called it. And now OT from the TO is on her corners. Can she continue to capitalize on these? And there's 7 of them. I mean, I don't know. I know there's a few players that are just as good on like these 16s, 15s, finishing shots. I can't remember exactly who they are. They're always the players that I call scrappy. Because that's exactly what I mean. I mean, like, you're never out of the leg, and you can 9 mark the 16s at any point in time, and now you're right back in control. And it's difficult to play those types of players.
Yeah, it's very tough, right? Especially someone that will just hang in any leg, especially if they feel like they otherwise players might be out of it. No, these are the types of players, especially that will just hang in no matter what. As we do have a great comment in here on the YouTube chat, basically saying subscribe right now and share to all your friends. Actually, if you're curious, I translated that comment and it says, I don't know who.
Nice. That's awesome. That's really cool, actually. That's okay. You don't need to know who. Great to have you here joining us.
And you look, now, still fighting.
What language is it? Japanese?
Yes, it is Japanese.
All right.
I did an auto detect. I actually didn't look at what language I found, but great job there. Closing on the 15, securing the point leads on these corner pockets you talked about as a key point of the strategy. Now, this is important for Shea. If she doesn't get the bull, she needs to grab the 16s, and she takes a swing on the last dart, doesn't find it, and now has an opportunity to push the bull. She has an opportunity to just take the game.
There it is. OT from the TO going straight at it. Double, 4.45 from OT from the TO. They were both averaging a 4.0 about halfway through that leg, my friend. And you can see how it finished. Shea dropping a little bit, OT raising it, and it was on those corners from OT where she turned the entire leg around against the throw. 1-0 lead for Olivia Terry.
Now, if you went into this season and said Olivia Thierry is going to win it, no one would say you're wrong. But Shea just was so dominant in her last season and dominant for the most part of this season as well. But has just done everything right to improve where she wants and needs to improve, and showing why she's an absolutely A-tier competitor. As Shea Cole starts with a
boom goes the dynamite.
And so, just doing all the right things. She's showing the right recipe. I mean, she's been cooking up on the Dark Kitchen, and it is producing a wonderful dish.
That was a good line. Man, you should have used that on ESPN.
Yeah, it was decent. Don't let him lie to you, Nick. It was just decent.
But decent for Will means good. Like, you know that.
Yeah, semi-decent is when he actually doesn't like it, but wants to be nice.
But he's like, it's decent. It's decent. That means he really liked it. Oh, look at Shea. Just a bit low. I got a little excited on dart 3, but was 5 perfect.
Yeah, not looking likely early here to have that 2-0 advantage for Olivia. But, if Shea's going to have one of these legs, there's not much you can do, as this is just absolutely domination here on those first 6 starts.
All right, Nick, we've waited long enough. It's 1-0 lead. We can see how this match is going. Give me your prediction.
I'm going to
Who wins season 4?
I'm going to take Shea 7-5. But if it goes to a last leg decider, I'm taking Olivia. Final answer.
Okay. All right. I actually am going to take Olivia Terry to win this 7-6. And exactly like you said, if it goes to last leg decider, I'm picking OT to get the job done. That being said, anything can happen in this match. I feel like the double dip is here. I feel like this is OT's time to really shine. And I know for Shea, if that happened, she would be devastated losing, but she would be so happy for her friend that it wouldn't matter.
Sorry to laugh there, Sean. Just I saw Olivia on the side. It was in between throws, and she was off camera, but she was twerking back there, and it was throwing me off as you were saying something very smart, I'm sure.
She's twerking while she's working, man. That's OT from the TO getting down.
No, yeah, it's going to be impossible to call. If anything, there's the one thing I want to do is I just wish I could go in that player chat right now and say, let's just do a race by 2 or win by 2 format, so that way we can watch this all night.
Yeah, let's match play it up.
And there, Shea does find the Maloney double. Mike Maloney, of course, back to warming her up for these matches, and you love to see that. Again, showing the same case of play someone that will help warm you up the best. Warming up against Mike Maloney, Rick Hinsey helped warm up, and a few others at different points during Shea's season. Part of the reason why she comes in swinging with these big results. Not to say that Olivia doesn't have great warm up partners. It's a highlight of Shea's in particular.
Alrighty, just real quick.
Shout out one of them.
Well, you said Mike Maloney, and I got a funny story. I was doing some B-roll sortage today, and the little man was behind me, and he goes, "Who's that?" And it was Mike Maloney, and I said, "Well, that's Mike Maloney." He goes, "Macaroni." Yeah, it was a quality little piece of content. So I instantly texted Mike, and he said, my son needs to find some new material.
Well, let's highlight. We talked about warm-up partners. The great warm-up partner is great for Shea, as it's been consistent for a season. But tonight, DJ Sayer coming to warm up Olivia Terry. How about that?
I love it, man. One of the OGs in the commentary business, but also one of the OG players that could get the job done at one of the highest levels and can still play extremely well. He just doesn't very often, but as soon as he turns back up, he's going first when it's him and Gordon on the same team. So, you know how good Gordon Nixon is at darts. It's just, it's really cool to see him there supporting his good friend OT.
Yeah, I love to see that. He's a true ambassador of the game and OG in the commentary, U.S. Commentary dart scene. A OG is a top tier player. I shouldn't say OG probably for that one, but one of the best that we've had as a top tier player. Mm-hmm. To have that as your warm up partner is a very cool moment.
And OT starts off with a 5 mark on the 20s to get going here in leg number 3, 1-1 score line. OT broke in leg number 1, and then Shea just held in leg number 2.
Chat is in love with the macaroni comments there, by the way. So good job, Bryson Stewart, the true up-and-comer in the darts commentary business.
Way funnier than this dad.
And does find a last start trip 20. It was getting a little sketchy after the first 2. You don't want to leave Shea too easy of a shot. This is the type of shot where she's going for the 9, trying to find the 19s to get a look at the 20. If she hits 2 at the 19, depending on the position, she might stay for all 3, though, depending on how inviting those darts are.
Yeah, she's going to have to stay now. It's only 2. And look at how packed that place is. I mean, obviously OT has her people behind her and around her. which is always those are tough in the trip 3. But look at Shea. She's almost taking up the entire bar worth of like tables and stuff. Like no one is there not watching her except for the 2 people at the bar that are sitting there like on their own, but everyone else is there for her.
Yeah, and likewise for O's side as well. I love to see all the support they're getting as we get a wonderful boom goes the dynamite there for Shea Cole.
All right, calm down, Nick.
I got the biggest smile out of Sean, so take it and leave it, Will. Get out of here. I knew Sean approved of that one.
Oh, so great. Actually, so I actually learned something this weekend, and had made that switch where whenever I'm working with Anthony Eugenia, right, that's a 180 is his call, and I just steal it, right? And sometimes I'll just say it before he's able to say it. And this weekend, all I did was I was like, and AE, and I just did that for him just in case he wasn't. I couldn't see him all weekend long, like on my screen. So I'm just hoping he's paying attention. But boom goes the dynamite again for Shea Cole.
And that's a 9 mark.
Missed it. Ridiculous.
This is going to be some fireworks. There's clearly showing all the signs here of what is going to be an electric matchup. But the leg 1 slowdown from Shea Cole is not showing its head in legs 2 and 3 so far. Continuing to find the triples with consistent success.
My, oh my. Boom goes the dynamite again. Her 3rd of the leg.
Dynamite after dynamite that keeps digging the hole, mining for gold, and keeps finding success. And almost answers right back, Olivia Terry does, but just falling shy on the wires.
Well, she's automatic on the trip 19. She has not missed them. Let's see if she gets rid of the corners here. Coffin shot incoming. Potentially. It did not happen. Yep. Just going to close out that wedge. Just a simple 5 mark for Shea Cole in that round.
Yeah, just a simple 6.17 that she's doing. She's taking the glove off and smacking it around.
Them are fighting words for OT as she gets 5 of her own.
And
but I like how
it's looking good.
She really is. And 386 is not exactly where she wants to be. It felt like they were throwing better than that last week. But again, she does not miss the trip 19. It's insane.
Yeah, fun fact, my new strategy if I'm Shea hitting the 19 as well is how I just do 20 rounds of this every single leg. It's impossible to beat at this point.
The major storyline from this past weekend, right? Mike Scarborough running through a gauntlet of just favorites for the entire bullshooter tournament to make the top 4. It was really, really awesome to follow along with you guys all weekend long, especially on that Thursday. It was really fun as Shea Cole is going to win this leg with a trip 16 double bull 5-7-5.
Speaking of Mike Scarborough, there's a lot to say there, but I will say this. I will say 2 things about Mike Scarborough. First off, I remember when we first started calling him Giant Killer after his triple dip of jewels on the PPD live stream that we talked about, and seeing that back then. So to see that energy now, amazing. Second, the internal company chat here at TouchTunes/Bullshooter is absolutely
boom goes the dynamite.
Lighting up ever since they saw Jillian Phillips' video of Tapegate, where it's just Will showing some love to Mike Scarborough. That is going viral in our internal company chat right now.
I love it. Nope.
Yeah, they're thinking, man, this guy really goes the extra mile as a contractor, probably. 5 answers to 9.
Is it true the tape kept falling off?
Yes, they were reapplying it. And if you talk to Scarborough about it, he'll say it wasn't necessarily the tape itself. It was the fact that the reapplication was taking his focus and his mind off everything. which was unfortunate, but it was also a learning opportunity for us and in general, working with different companies to make sure we know the guidelines to help better advise the players.
Yeah, I mean, but there was your problem. You used Will's tape.
No, it was ESPN's tape.
Oh, well, same tape. No, I'm kidding. Overall, like I said, amazing time. Grope Gate. That's amazing.
Yeah, shout out to Mike Scarborough for taking like an absolute champ, by the way.
Hey, I'll just say this, everybody. Good cuddle. Good cuddle there, Mike. Appreciate it, bud.
If there's one thing I wouldn't doubt about Mike Scarborough is that. And Will is now unfortunately known as the tape guy, says our regional MVP, Kaylee Beard.
So let me ask you this, Nick, not Will, just Nick. What's worse, Archives or Tape Guy?
Oh, Archives lives rent free. Like Tape Guy is a great moment, but there's Archives was just so beautiful. Like the double down, the memes, the levels of words. The double, it's a Kansas thing. Lives rent free.
That was the best part. By far the best part of the whole thing. With Terry Dalton just going, nope, no, it's not.
But let's get back to the match here. Let's circle back around as Olivia Terry still holding control of her throw. And this is the key to success, dominating on your throw and getting the win. She lost 2 off the spin, but that was okay because of that first break. She's just going to have to get settled and continue to play the game she's been playing in this one right here. Solid.
Hey, everybody. I'm sorry you had to deal with those two yoo-hoos. It's really unfortunate that we had to really suffer there for a little bit, didn't we? But, hey, it's all better now. You've got me. We got them out of the stream, so we'll just forget about those moments that you just mentioned, and we'll get back to the action here in just a moment. Thank you for your time. Thank you for consideration. I appreciate it, Will.
Archives.
Appreciate yourself.
Archives.
Did you just appreciate yourself? Is that what just happened? He goes, I appreciate you, Will. That's how he ended that.
Yep. You're welcome.
That's impressive. Paul Rogers saying at least Will didn't drop the F-bomb on stream.
What the are you talking about?
I don't know, man. I have no idea. Nope. Idea. What you can
nope. A big moment for Shea. Does find that last.
Shea. Yep.
Yeah, it's massive, right? I mean, you need that trip 18. It's a 50-point separation. Yes, O's probably going to close it, but every point you earn back on a number that's going to get closed is a chance that you'll have a better advantage going into the Bulls. With only 50-point separation, this is the opportunity right here. If I go trip 16 on the first start, I start thinking about all the other contingency scenarios.
If I go trip 16, I'm staying right there. Staying right there again. Boom goes the dynamite. Shea Cole is lighting dynamite off like crazy tonight.
Yeah, lighting up dynamite like I light up curse words on live streams. No, it's a great shot from Shea. And now this is the opening. Last start trip saves the shot for Olivia. But trip 16, pop a single on the 17s is probably the call I would have here. I want to take one number and defend my territory.
Guys, I got to be honest.
I agree.
Someone on Twitter said 14.5 for our 9 mark tonight, and that is looking awfully good right about now. I didn't believe it was going to be possible. As I think, 10 our high? I believe 10 is our high for WCS.
10 is our high. And,
sounds right.
And Shea last week in the Lost had 6.
Wow.
So OT only had 1 9 mark last week, and she just killed everything else with 7 marks, and it was just that type of consistency there.
This is interesting. 34-point difference. I don't know if Olivia was doing the math there for a second, but yeah, 34-point difference makes it interesting. So now that adds a bull before going to the corners, was trying to pop her honey hole, which is the corner pockets. But that last start at the 20 makes it so Shea's bailout play in the 15 doesn't actually help too much in this given moment, and will have to come into play later. And that's a drill dart. You follow that. Yeah, it's so inviting.
Look
It's
at
inviting
this.
the whole family over to the cookout. But
Cool.
no one missed the Uber.
5 trip 16s in a row from Shea Cole. I mean, we've seen such firepower of these dart players tonight. It's been a better final so far than last week's was, and that's saying a lot. As big 5 mark from OT.
Interesting point right here. I think with the 18-point difference, I do shoot the 4 mark and play for the 4 bulls.
Mm-hmm. I agree completely.
Scott Hanish saying, does anyone proofread Nick's punchlines before approval? Does
No.
anybody know if Scott Hanish knows how to read? Let's just start there.
And down goes Hanish.
He does know how to take a fall on stage. Should go into boxing next.
184 for real, you guys.
That's kind of how I sounded. I was crying. I was about to say this is how I sounded, but
That's so good.
one miss the Uber is going to be my new catchphrase. Kaylee likes it. That's all I need.
I like it too. I thought that was hilarious.
Oh, there Shea just grabs the 17 as the insurance policy on the shot. Still needs 3 bulls to get a shot at 20. If the bulls are not close right here.
Whoa, she walked it, and this could be tough now. Yep. Always the difficult thing to do, and this would be massive if Shea can pull off this. 3 bulls needed in a trip 20.
And she absolutely has the ability to do this. It's all about finding that first dart, make it a friend for the second dart. She's rolling the shoulders, taking a breath. I like the composure here. I'm feeling it. Shea, give us a bull. I lied.
But at least you were feeling it.
I was feeling it. That was true. That was true. And still finds the 3 bulls.
Now, that being said, single 20, single bullseye will get it done here for OT. No reason to do the mess round. Everyone's ready to celebrate. Big darts.
Oh, and it is a huge arc. And the sigh there from Sean is real because 40 points difference, the shot would have been easier if she got the chance to return. Last start, hero, and now it's 2-2. This matchup is going to continue to stay neck and neck so far.
Yep, do here in the double dip of the WCS Season 4. Who is going to get that title? Will it be a repeat for Shea Cole? Will OT from the TO eat some ice cream and steal the title away from her friend?
Two scoops.
Shea's throwing a 4.37 right now. And OT's shooting, can you repeat that? 3.68. Thank you. You said 6-1? 6-1 on 9 marks. So there you go. And I'm learning how to talk to my producer without talking to my producer. You know what I'm saying?
It's not working, clearly.
Nope. But working on.
I can't tell you, this is a peek behind the curtain. Having a TV producer in your headphone as you're commentating is way harder. I like it like this right now. I was like, oh, I kind of understood it. I just forgot to listen. I'm stupid. On TV, it is like scary, and you better listen while still holding your sentence true. Here's an opening right now. Shea doesn't find the first start on the 20. She needs at least a single to regain the point lead, but Olivia set herself up in a position to attack if it opens up. A good shot there from Shea Cole.
Yeah, great adjustments after the first start. And one of those underrated skills is being able to adjust. Also being able to follow the first start.
What a shot!
Big 9. Boom goes the dynamite for OT.
That's amazing. A 1-point deficit, a well-calculated shot, and puts the pressure right back over to Shea's direction as now she's forced to find the 17s. Doesn't find the trip in the first 2 darts, and no swing at the 18s available. Staying down for all 3. Great bet, great gamble, great execution from OT from the TO.
Nick, we are going to be going to a break after this leg, which is going to allow all of us to kind of regain our breath, right? But during that break, you're going to hear from both of our players. Our very own Will Stewart actually get something correct. He said it's going to be a barrage of 9 marks tonight. And so far, so good when it comes to these two players. They have 8 so far. They're definitely going to break that record.
I don't believe in definites in a game of horseshoes and hand grenades, but right now, this is all about drilling accuracy, and that's exactly what we're finding. 4-6 plays a 6-0. Great standard we're finding, and I don't trust when Will says words like barrage because I know he can't spell it.
Well, I said barrage, but
I thought you were quoting
I used a
him.
Word for it. Well, I used a
changed
better
it
word.
out. It's not how quotes work.
A little
it's
bit.
Paraphrasing.
Well, I paraphrased what he said. I never said it was a direct quote. Anyway,
it was.
Moving on. Oh my God.
You said Will said.
Hey, Will, can you come back and can you just mute him? Never thought I'd say it. Shea's going to 9 mark the 16s here just for fun. Oh, right on the wire. Unkind.
No, OT, you got to be careful with a shot like this. You don't want to give up the advantage on the high ground. You don't want to give advantage going into the break. Play true, play smart. Awkward spot on those darts. Do you take the hero? No, and undercuts it over to the left.
It's one of those moments where it's darned if you do, darned if you don't, right? Because if you stay on the right shot, which is the point there, and you're forcing it, now you're not really sure if that's going to be as accurate versus taking the hero shot. And if you miss that triple, you're giving so much of an opportunity to your opponent.
No go-ahead triple for Shea. 12 points of difference and doesn't regain the point lead either. So now OT gets 3 clear to close to 16s to have advantage going into the Bulls.
This would be for a second break of throw in these 5 legs.
Pulls the parachute. 118 adds a bull.
Unkind on the wires. Nick, that is devastating.
Yeah, just doesn't get it, man. That's a good shot from Shea. First serve was a little errant, but the second and third were great. It's one of those shots that makes you upset because you didn't throw him that poorly, and Shea's going to hand it right back.
Well, that's not something you see every day.
In a game where
Back-to-back
many gifts are
zero
not given, you have to open the presents when they arrive. And this is right now an opportunity. You got regifted. Olivia, get the close. Stay true and find at least a single on that first dart. Or a triple will work. 18 to add a bull.
And she does exactly that.
That'll play.
So, Bullseyes is going to be the shot here for Shea. Give a little kiss
back.
I mean, what she does with her board is her business.
As long as the board is consenting, I approve.
Well, OT trying to kiss
saw the
a 3-2 lead going to the break.
It just came up on my replay. That's awesome. As not quite yet and not quite over. As now with the one bull, there's an opportunity for the double-double over to the 18.
Another moment that if this goes, which it won't,
add a dart
would have been absolutely devastating.
Yeah, when that first dart happens like that, your second dart happens to miss, your whole goal is, okay, well, can I still add a dart to the throw? Unfortunately, not able to. OT should have this advantage going to break, and that's so massive, as she will secure it.
Yeah, 4.14 for OT. Another break a throw for, and she does take the 3-2 lead into the break. Are you surprised at all at this point, Nick?
Absolutely not. This is exactly what you wanted to see. It would have been 4-3 one way or the other, and you can't change my mind on that.
Right, or 3-2. And we are going to head to that break
what I meant.
right now. Of course. And we'll be right back So stay tuned. Listen to our great interviews with Will Stewart and our players. And when we return, we will find out who is going to be our champion of season 4.
Archives.
All right, here with Shea Cole. Shea, thanks for giving us a moment of your time before your final matchup tonight. What location are you playing out of tonight, and what vendor are you playing for?
I am playing out of Magoo's Sports and Spirits in Myrtle Beach, and my vendor is Rosemary Coin.
Love it. Love it. Per usual, the same location. Well, you mentioned last week having some time off before your matchup. Do you think that played a factor in the outcome, or was it just an off night for you?
I think it was a combination of a lot. I hadn't played League in probably close to a month because they had all quit, and I wanted to take the summer off. And then it was a 2-week gap before we played for the finals. So I think just not really playing. Was dealing with a little bit of grief of missing my dad last week. I think it just all kind of piled on and just wasn't the best showing. So I've been really working this week to go out, play, get my throwback, kind of get my mind right. And tonight's a new night.
Yeah, definitely. There's a double dip for a reason, right? You got to do it twice here in this format. Well, you always seem to have a lot of support behind you, including some from your opponent, Olivia, Terry. You guys are good friends. What does that mean for you as a player?
To be truthfully honest, the women this season have played absolutely fantastic. They've stepped their games up. It's really pushed me and challenged me more so than it has in the past. And Olivia, God, this season, I think her averages have just gotten better and better each time I've played her. And she's really, I'm just so happy for her. It's probably the best I've seen her throw for a while, and she's been playing great. And I have the game, and hopefully tonight I can bounce back and we can have a good battle, and may the best woman win.
Yeah, Olivia seemed to spark a little fire here and get back to the Olivia of old. And yeah, you mentioned it right. We have a lot of ladies that super competitive this season. It really brings light for seasons ahead, doesn't it?
It does. I mean, Jillian Phillips brought her game up. I mean, Caitlin Myers didn't make the run that she should have this season, but man, at the ESPN, she was just lights out. It was fantastic to watch. You have Taylor Thaxton, who's going to become her. I mean, the sky's the limit for the women, and it's just a pleasure to be able to play them each week.
Definitely so. Well, we know what you're capable of, Shea Cole. What do you have to do to win the WCS tonight?
Tonight, I just have to go into it and it's another night. It's not the pressure of putting everything on it. If I don't win, I don't win. But just going in and enjoying it again, finding the love and just realizing it's just a game. At the end of the day, it's just a chance to go out and hang out with people that support me and have always been there through my career, and to play one of my best friends on the board. And at the end of the day, if she wins, I'll be happy for her. If I win, I'll be ecstatic. But at the end of the day, it's just a game.
Definitely so. Well, Shea, we appreciate you giving us a moment of your time. Good luck tonight.
Thank you. My name is Shea, and you're watching the WCS.
You'll be seeing red and blue stars in your eyes when you shop our August Start of the Month special, the Win More Epic Starts, for 15% off all month long. These 90% tungsten darts will catch your eye instantly with the striking blue hexagon pattern sinking into the natural silver barrel. Not too sharp for mid to rear grippers that prefer a smoother touch on their hand. Choose between 2 steel tip weights, 22 gram and 24 gram, or the 20 gram soft tip model featuring unique blue soft tip points to take home to your collection today. You can also get a chance to win a Win More jersey in the size large with our monthly raffle. How do you enter? Just purchase our August Start of the Month special and you'll automatically get entered. The giveaway ends September 1st, so don't miss out on your chance for free stuff. Tap the banner on our homepage at atozdarts.com to shop the Dart of the Month. And don't forget, we ship internationally. Best of luck to everyone.
All righty, I'm here with OT from the
TO.
You know it, Miss Olivia Terry. Thanks for joining us ahead of your WCS finale tonight. First off, well, what location are you playing out of, and who's your vendor?
I'm playing out of the Spot 419 out of Toledo, Ohio, and I play for 419 Darts.
Well, the last time we've seen you, last few times we've actually seen you, you've been playing well, putting up good performances. How did it feel the best Shea Cole last week?
It felt really good. I came into the game, I didn't really have any expectations, just to be honest, have fun. I have a great support system that we start at 6 o'clock. They come out, we have fun, we really don't take darts too seriously. We talk about stuff, talk about the weekend, what happened, this and that. And it helps me relax, and good vibes definitely around me.
Well, I'm glad you mentioned support system. I actually asked this to Shea as well because, well, you guys both have good support systems, and also you support each other, which is kind of unique and cool.
Right.
How does it feel to have that support as a player?
Uh, Shay is an incredible person. When I first met her, I was a little nervous. I mean, people didn't really know much about her because she didn't travel a lot, and they were like, "Oh, she's so good." But it's not her darts that really basically fell in love with her. It was her friendship, how kind, loving, supportive. Her family is amazing. I've been out there for a week to visit her, and they're just great people. And Shay's just, her heart is so big. She she definitely pushes me. We talk almost every day, so that's really nice. And just because we're playing each other, she's always wishing me the best of luck. Keep playing how I'm playing, and I really appreciate that from her.
Well, she knows, and we talked about this too. She knows that you've been playing well recently, kind of got that fire back. Both of you are kind of getting that fire back,
Right.
so that means a lot too. That you guys are both supporting each other to get to where you're capable of.
Yeah, I think we both needed that little break, and then when we went to Charlotte, we played together, and I think we kind of looked at each other like, okay, I think it's time. I think we're ready to shine again, and we just uplifted each other, and I told her we got to have fun. I think that's the biggest thing for us both because we can get in our own heads. So we got to just. I told her today. Actually, I talked to her. Have fun today. Don't worry about what you read in the comments. Don't worry about what people are saying. It's me and you. Let's just do this and put on a great show.
I love that mentality. I really do. Well, we saw what you were capable of last week. We mentioned it. A good performance. Is it going to take that same performance to best Shea Cole and get the title here tonight?
Definitely. Shea in the 2 seasons she's played, she hasn't lost a leg. And I know it really hurt her last week, and she's gonna come out with some fire. So I gotta be ready to counter when she hits those big shots because I know she's gonna hit them. She's gonna hit. Boom goes the dynamites. I get it. I just gotta stay calm and get in there and do my thing and not worry really much what she does. Is how I need to perform to stay with her. To be honest. So.
I think we're going to see a lot of nines tonight, ma'am. I think we're going to see a lot of nines. What do you say?
Excited. I'm excited. It's going to be fun. And, last week we had a lot of people watching, and I hope we can double that tonight because, you know what? It's not just about me and Shea. It's also about the women that's also played in this WCS over the years. Phenomenal. This game keeps growing. And, I can't wait for next season to see more and different women in this Challenger Series. It's going to be awesome.
I love that last mention. I think darts, and especially women's darts, is on the rise with the likes of this WCS being producing more quality, talented ladies as we get down the ranks. So, Olivia,
Yes,
thanks for giving us a moment of your time. We appreciate it. Good luck tonight as you try to battle for the win.
I appreciate it. Also, I want to thank all my sponsors, and I want to thank everybody that put on the WCS, Carly, Becky, you, Will, Sean, Ryan, Nick, Haley. Thank you for doing this for us. It really means a lot. So, but you're watching WCS, and I'm Olivia Terry.
All right.
Well, bada bing, bada boom. Here we go again. It's Olivia Terry and Shea Cole back at it in a 3-2 lead for Olivia Terry. Shea Cole and O have had some amazing legs in here, booms and dynamites all in between as they're about to get back into the action. I'm Nick Shea, joined by Sean Green and Will Stewart. Sean Green, how you doing?
Nick Teixeira, I knew I should have done the lead-in. I'm doing fine, though. It is great to be back here. 3-2 score line in favor of OT from the TO. When did you start calling her O? Can you explain that to me? Like, when did you guys become on that level? You just said O all night long, and I've never heard that from you. She's magic.
Well, normally when I just chime in on WCS commentary, I'm like trying to just get out the thought. I'm usually reading the name a lot more, but in conversation and talking about I say that was natural. That wasn't even an intentional point right there.
I know.
you get close with these players. I don't know if Will can relate or not after doing these interviews, but like in the sense that like when you do these WCS interviews, there's usually time before or after where you get to know them and get to have extra conversations. And talking about myself being a queer person with and talking about our experiences and stories has honestly led to a great friendship. And Shea, I mean, listen, also a great friend, even though I ignore her messages sometimes when she gets mad at me.
Sometimes 90% of the time, that's okay. I do not, which is why she likes me. I've never called her O, so I just didn't know. I've never heard anyone call her O. It's really cool that I just have noticed that you've done that all night long. It's just, I liked it.
Chat, let's take a vote right now. What do you call O? Just type it, actually. Just there's no vote. Just type what you call Olivia. So OT, is it O? Is it Olivia?
I feel like there's 3 now that say O, and those are probably, well, I don't know about Brett. Brett's in Missouri, but Murphy is Eddie Murphy. He'll say O. Rich Atkins is also in Ohio, so that makes sense. Maybe it's just O.
Like a realization. I-O.
Yeah. It begins it and ends it, you know?
Just like the 19th beginning and ending right there as Shea continues to close around the board. Last one got away from her a bit, but you're not going to be mad about your position at all. Chad saying OT. Reagan Windsor saying live.
Wait, her name's not Brittany?
Spears?
Huh?
What? I thought it was Brittany this whole time.
Yeah, I don't. Is it? Okay.
You broke Nick.
Guys, this is a joke.
Well, you broke Nick.
Jeez, guys, calm down. It's a joke. What?
No, I'm not going to calm
over
down.
the
You
head.
broke Nick.
Who's Brittany?
It's not a joke if you break Nick.
A
Then it's real.
random person's name, but wow.
Oh, that's
Okay. That's nice. Oh, that's Sasha. Sasha at the line. I'm just kidding. It's not Sasha, it's Shea.
I think last week was better by myself, guys. I'm going to be honest with you.
Hi, Paul. Says Kitty.
I love how we're not even over it yet. Like it's there. Kenny Tang just ignoring it all. But that's because it says we have Sweet and Tangy in the background, which is Kenny Tang's. And he is in the background, so that makes sense.
All right.
I thought his name was Kevin, though.
Oh yeah, Kennifer. OT back at the line here with the. Sorry, Will. I'm so sorry. OT back in the line here, trying to get the point lead regained. Needed a 4, gets a 6. You're going to be happy with that. Even though you have the X and the 18s, this is your best position to try to find an opportunity to shoot the 20s and 17s by holding your ground as best as possible. But Shea should close the 18s in this turn if she finds one trip.
Just a reminder, Nick did call Gordon Dixon my dad this weekend.
Can I just explain that Gordon was sitting in my left eye's point of view and Will was sitting in my right eyes, and I just read across the board, okay? That's all that happened.
And that is why Nick is the guy from Mr. Deeds.
But it's sneaky.
Yeah, movie reference. Little Nicky, not that good.
What are you talking about? Little Nicky's freaking incredible, bro.
That's actually a really good impression. And Shea regains control of 2
Get in the
points.
flask.
Regained control by 2 points. Olivia, if she finds that first start trip, would have loved to have the opportunity to shoot the 17s and 20s. But this corner pockets, Sean, you pointed out time and time again, is her friends. Why do you think that is? Like, do you have like a superlative guess here?
I don't. I just know that the fight in OT, right? I think it's just something along those lines, right? The scrappy players are always great on those 16s and 15s. They're going to hit double bowls just as often as they hit single bowls, right? Because it hurts that much more when those players do it. It happens more often than not. And I can't explain it. I don't even think OT has an answer for that. It just, more often than not, when she's missing it, it's right there on the wire like the first two. And she has a chance to 9 mark those every time.
Yeah, certainly the case. And you see habits develop in different players. There's a certain reason Rob Cross uses the 18s the way he does, right? He obviously has some type of preference, just like Littler on the double 10, just like Ram Guevara on the 17. So everyone has their preferences. And it's not even like goes out of her way for the 16s and 15s. But clearly, if we looked at the data and someone that was an insane person, one of you in chat might be insane enough to do this, to go through this match and just count the triple percentage on shots at specific numbers, I think the 16s and 15s would have a lot higher of a percentage.
Yeah, it's like Shea on the 19s tonight, right? Like the percentage of triples that she's shooting at those 19s is insane.
If someone goes in our chat right now and makes a heat map of tonight's match for the triples, I will personally give them a jersey of their choice for Magic Wear's website.
Man, did you hear that, Will? He's just giving away jerseys for free now.
No. I'm going to have to pay for it. I don't have the ability to just say Magic Wear and give them a jersey. So guys, don't get too many customizations.
That's weird.
Please.
That's really weird because I can just message Jim right now and be like, hey, all my jerseys are 3XLs and I've lost 50 pounds, so
shrink them.
Can I order non-drapes? That'd be great. Big darts from Shea Cole. 56-point advantage, 4.17. And out of the break, it's now 3-3.
Importantly, coming up, OT with the throw. How are you going to take control of it? Start off strong is the key. We've seen a bet on the 20s from Olivia. She would like to replicate that same energy and cadence here.
OT's right now throwing a 3.75, which is right around the season average. Shea dropping a little bit below at a 4.14. Gonna have to try and she's dropping down a little bit to OT's level, which is exactly what she did last week. And part of that's OT's pressure that she's putting on Shea, leg after leg after leg. And part of it is it's just the final of the WCS, and it means that much to them.
Yeah, exactly right. This is a lot more about prestige than money. Yes, money is great. No one is going to be disappointed by getting a couple $1,000s at the end of this. But at the same time, you want to say you're one of the best women, and this is one of the titles that helps you prove that every single time. Not that these two should need any evidence to doubt that, but in either case, expanding your resume is always going to be a goal.
Shea on the 19s. We've talked about how deadly she's been on those and how deadly she's been on adjusting. She's going to have to do that here. Well, she takes out the 20s instead. That'll work.
Yeah, that'll play. Now is an opportunity for Olivia. You got to be careful. And she is being careful, right? She chose to close a different number rather than attacking for the open 19s. Now, Shea has an interesting opportunity. I honestly would like to see a shot at the 17s here. Just one dart, see if it sticks. Nullify the X because that's effectively gaining points. And this otherwise, you're giving Olivia a chance to rebound no matter what you do on the 19s. She starts 19s, finds a first dart trip.
Staying. She's going to stay for all three, I think. Yep, she does. Doesn't do a mess around. And I agree with you, Nick. I like that cancellation of the X on the 17. It's just, for me, it's really hard to do that knowing that OT would only need a 4 mark to have everything closed again, and you're still down all those points. And I think Shea was probably thinking the same thing there.
Right, and that's the trade-off. So if you go there and let's say worst case scenario you hit 3 17s, then yes, you're leaving a 4. But I honestly think unless that 17's in a great position for a guide dart or finds the trip, like I mean, you're going to move off it anyways on a shot like that. It just there's a couple different ways you can approach where it might throw someone into an uncomfortable position. But you know what else makes people uncomfortable? When you just keep hitting that trip 19. So you can't fault it.
No, you cannot.
Oh, OT lighting it up, finds the 7 to get the point lead back. Sarah Sass says it best. These girls are amazing.
And I'm going to say it a little. These dart players are amazing.
I'm going to say it even better. These human beings are amazing.
I'm going to say it even better. No, I can't say it any better.
These collections of molecules are sick.
I was like, how does it get? I was like, these angels are better. I'm like, nah, they're not dead, so I can't do that. And
I went molecules. Like I just kept
molecules
going.
is good, yeah.
I went the other direction. I went smaller instead of bigger.
Back to the match. Shea Cole. You're right, Will. All of those determinations of why we did what we did could have used a vampire. Back to the 19s. Oh, goes to the 16s instead. Big 7 mark from Shea Cole.
Yeah, and now this is again the big moment. You're starting to give an opportunity where you're not having control because you're not going to be able to hold your throw at this position with the Shea hitting those clutch darts towards the tail end. Now, of course, Shea still has to finish out this leg, but then she'll be starting to chase the lead. It won't be detrimental unless Shea gets 2 in a row, but you got to make sure that thought doesn't creep in your mind if you're OT. Also known as Brittany.
All right, OT has one of her corners. It's the 15s. Down 13 points, but a 7 mark on the 15s. It's amazing how often it happens.
Yeah, now Shea just needs to keep this simple. Find a trip, get 2 15s. If not, stay for points. But if she wants to stay for enough points where a trip on the 15 doesn't get the go-ahead, and that is not what happened there, needed a single 19 to do that. So Olivia has an opportunity for a big swing. Oh, right on the wire. And right on the wire again. Something, bad electrician.
It's wiring the wrong side of the trebles. That's the bad electrician syndrome. It's all right. I appreciate it. It was a good tee up, kind of.
It was like a half tee up. It was like a faux pas tee up.
Yeah, I mean, the ball fell off the tee as soon as I approached it, but that's fine. It was.
I really put the horse before the wagon on that statement.
Amen. It'd be the wagon before the horse, but yeah. The horse before the wagon is actually how that should go. Because the horse would be pulling the wagon.
Dude, that's how wagons work?
So it'd have to be the wagon before the horse.
Can you guys
Hey,
tell?
listen, sometimes 27-year-olds
it's Thursday.
learn something new every day.
OT fighting on the Bulls, trying to play for an outside opportunity to get back into like just in case, and that hat trick does help that cause. It does leave an outside chance. You would need Shea to completely miss on this turn. The best case scenario is Shea goes single bull, miss for Olivia.
Yeah,
it's a smarter shot.
Shea's not about to make that even a possibility. You're right, Nick. She played it smart there.
And as she should. OT is the type that can really channel on the natural instinct of what we like to call clutch. And that's something you just can't teach, something that she and Shea both absolutely have the ability to channel at any point, as that's 4 bowls to follow the 3, 7 bowls, and 6 darts.
Scrappy. It's the third part of it, right? And what I said, she's going to hit double bowls more than she's going to hit single bowls sometimes. And it's that annoyance level, right? Where on the bowl, she's going to be great. On the 15, she's going to be great. On the 16, she's going to be great. And you have to alleviate each one of those pressure spots each time you play OT. And if you don't, you're in trouble.
Great find. Going to stay. Squeezed the juice into the glass. Finds a 5. No pulp needed. Olivia Terry now continuing, needs to get in a couple more bowls here and won't be able to regain the point, or will be able to regain it with a double still, but no, doesn't find it.
And the question becomes, does Shea just attack here? I think you might, but she does not.
Yeah, being conservative with only 2 bowls needed, it's a nice shot, and it did take, again, you're trying to take game shots out. I think she could have absolutely hit the 2 bowls and 3 darts.
If you're OT, you want her shooting at the 19s.
Yeah.
If she's not shooting the winning darts, then she can't win it.
Exactly right. And so she, every time that's the shot selection from Shea, it gives another chance for Shea to potentially, granted unlikely, miss the 19s and give OT a game shot. That's all that OT's fishing for right now. There's a reason she's not closing the 19s or 16s to the bait into the bowls. She wants Shea away from those bowls.
I feel like someone listened into our conversation, because there you go.
And that's exactly what she
4.10.
should have done. Good shot.
And, well, sometimes we're right. And in this case, we were. But again, there is a level of you're taking a chance by shooting that shot. And I will always commend Shea for playing the safer route than playing the chance shot. But at a certain point, the safe route becomes the chance.
Well, and darts is a game about risk tolerance, especially in cricket. You have to factor in stuff like that. You have to factor in, okay, yes, if I get a game shot away from O and then shoot the bulls, that's a better scenario. But okay, I also have the ability to hit 2 bulls and 3 darts. And you have to ask yourself, when is it okay to take that risk? When are you going to continue to play safe? And Shea has a good natural ability to help define that. We've seen her take big aggressive swings, but we've also seen her really stay conservative on the points in more traditional style. It's what makes her game a double threat. Johnny in the chat, by the way, saying, "What's up, Mr. Sean Green? Missed you this past weekend." Weird, he's not already saying
Johnny.
he misses me. That's crazy.
Well, you were there. I missed you too, buddy. We'll see what happens in the future. But I know I'll see you in Batavia, most likely. At the very least. But I miss you, Johnny. One of my favorite people. What a great dude. He's so fun.
Yeah, you know what? He's really good at what he does too.
Yes,
between
he is.
DJing to running tournament brackets to just being a good person to hang out with. His OT, big swing doesn't go. She needed the double 20, and I don't think that dart was quite there. It looked like it had a little extra heat.
It was
on
close. Yeah, it was close. I could see it bouncing slightly above the wire there, but that's why you shoot the triple, because then you'd only need a single 20 at this point.
Well, OT
But we'll see if OT. Yeah, treble 19, then go up. Ideally.
Well, yeah. What the shot you called though, Sean, if OT went triple and missed into a single, this shot would have just been 219 single 20. Instead, it was fish for a triple, hope for a shot at the 20. Shot never came. DJ, you are absolutely allowed to say no doubles in cricket if you're present. Yes. You're allowed to boo if they miss the 9. You're allowed to do all the audience shenanigans.
Especially if they go outside the double when shooting the doubles. That's a big faux pas. The burnt sound is not good.
Faux pas would be a great name for prosthetics for dogs.
What did you just say?
We all heard it. You heard it right.
You used to kick puppies, and now you're talking about dogs that don't have limbs.
Well, they need new ones after I kick them, obviously.
And that's the last time Nick was on ESPN.
Probably fair.
No. Doubt that. He barely said long shafts and flights.
Third time's the try. Shea Cole, now with an opportunity to try to settle back in, needs 220s to tie, so she's going to play for her trip. First her trip gives go ahead for close. Chad's got my back. If I only knew a product designer that could work on prosthetics for dogs or anything with paws.
After you kick them.
3D printers are incredible things.
3D print the dog? Back to the match here. Shea Cole. This is a good shot right here. Going up to the 18s. Needs one more to close. 17-point lead. And now in a situation where she's gained ground and control.
That's a different shot than Shea would have done, most likely. Why do you think that is?
I think that shot was too inviting not to take. If you hit that first start trip, 2 18s to close, then forces Olivia to not hit just the 4. She has to hit it 2 trips, a 6, to be able to shoot at the 17s with the point lead. So it's really good math in her favor.
And she's going to attack now. Looking at the 16s. Gets the big triple. That is huge.
This is the potential.
Shea Cole. Yeah, this is huge, buddy. Go ahead.
No, yeah, this is the potential breakaway for Shea in this matchup. By getting control of this leg, that was a good battle early on. And again, Olivia, unfortunately, just coming on the losing side of that battle, is now giving a chance for Shea to go 5-3 up in this race to 7.
Let's call it what it is, though. It's a chance right this second because OT still has 15s, and we know how good she is on the corners. Shea's going to take one dart at it, I'm sure. Yep. Drags it low. I would expect at least 7.
I'm going to take 6. Thank you very much. That's why I do the big. Nope, I'm not going to say that joke. Good shot there for 6 mark for Olivia Terry. And now Shea Cole with a point lead should still be able to go for the 315s. I'm sorry, Sean Green. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Why, God? Why? He doesn't need a bigger head.
I can't even wear hats right now. It's so upsetting.
It's all that ESPN going on. That is the dead center hole of the double bowl. And that is so annoying to then not follow it with another one.
It's like a curse when you find that first or double bowl like that, when it felt a little too good. I find myself as a type of player that tends to overthink after that first. Shea Cole not going to overthink this shot. One more bolt needed for a 5-3 lead in this match. Does not quite go.
No winning darts here for OT. But she can put a lot of points on this with the bowl.
Needs this double, though. A single, just a tie, is not going to change the cards, and there doesn't even get that. So Shea should still be able to punch this one through.
Yeah, and the bounce outs have been really unkind to OT with what they've been registering as. But this is a huge moment for Shea. Puts her right in the driver's seat.
There you go.
I'm all right with that. Yep.
Yeah, it's a settler dart. You go to that 17 to help settle yourself, to just really drill in that bull. When you start hyperfixating on the bull in cricket, it can do some tricky things into your might.
All right, OT getting the start. Has to right the ship. Down 5-3. We're at the John Part point of no return. OT down 2 legs. Shea Cole 2 legs away from victory.
And
I love how
again,
Damien has been like umpiring behind OT the entire time. It's been great.
which is what OT does in between school and summers as an umpire. Good call out there. Yeah, absolutely getting into it, Damien. It's nice to have support like that, and that's the type of support that OT does love, right? OT really likes that type of energy around her. That's when she's at her best, but also isn't afraid to say, "Okay, enough of that energy, get away."
We have seen her shoo out her entire entourage before.
You know what we have seen
Honestly,
as well?
it was a boss move. What?
We've seen that summer's not over yet with the August Dart of the Month special, the Winmore Epics. Grab one today for a sweet 15% off sale and a chance to win a large Winmore jersey. Go over to a-zdarts.com to find out more.
Well, I'm just going to say 2 letters back to back that could mean bullshooter. But I started school today, so I don't want to hear anything about summer not being over.
Summer's definitely going on here in 100-degree Florida.
Yeah, it's not the heat that will kill you. It's the humidity.
Or my terrible jokes. Shea should have the 20s close on a turn like this. This is a 1-2-3 punch kind of turn. There's 1, 2, and 3 with a bonus dart in hand. And does mark up the 17. I think that switch makes sense because of the 19's position. Not very comfortable. But again, OT in a must-win leg. You have to bring this to 5-4. 6-3 is a lot of work to chew. And we talked about it. Big separations in a match where the averages do have a disparity are almost impossible to come back from. You can force errors if you're close. If you're far away, you're giving them too much runway.
Yeah, and Shea going to go back to the bottom side of the board. Both ladies are on numbers that have been kind to them so far today. I know OT has at least 1-9 mark on the 18s. But she's going to get rid of those 19s now. And attacking the X of the 17s, I like a lot. Big dart.
It's big. It's so big. To be able to nullify that X and regain control is exactly what you need to do, and accomplished it with excellence, Olivia did.
Now it's Shea to the corners. And Shea, that was unlucky. Kissed off the flights and into the 777.
Something missed the Uber, but here's the corner pockets for Olivia Terry. Finds the 16s, finds the 15s, continuing on, try to hit the coffin shot, but this is still a little interesting with only a 7-point difference. Shea's going to have to either take a big swing at the closes or try to find 4 bowls to add a dart.
Unfortunately, that one missed the hearse.
Yeah, because the hearse was in front of the wagon.
Yeah, you broke me. I don't even know what to say.
Hat trick for Olivia Terry. Now 5-4. A must-win leg is won, and she is fired up.
Yeah, she is. She is trying to get everybody going as Damien, button pusher extraordinaire, this evening gets this next one started.
Come on, the hearse in front of the wagon, though. The average gap is starting to close. 3-7 something and a 4 point. Nope. 3-7-4 and a 4.09. You can see the disparity is shrunk. So sorry. I've been talking since Thursday and I haven't stopped. These ladies deserve better. Big
This
9.
is amazing.
Big
you know,
9
usually when you practice talking, you get better at it, not worse.
I'm saying very funny stuff and then complete vomit in between.
Yeah. It's like a really like trashy comedy. Or the majority of it, you're like, oh, this is terrible. But every once in a while, like Napoleon Dynamite,
Like Little
you
Nicky.
watch it the second or third time around. Why are you still talking about Little Nicky? He's doing great, buddy.
Well,
Get in the flask. I also hated that movie when I first saw it, by the way. I like it now.
Will
And it was
said that
because of
was
his
where
voice.
he wanted to start me on the Adam Sandler catalog.
Yeah, you want to start from the bottom, and then you go up from there. After Little Nicky is blended, and then from there, you go to Spanglish, and then click so you can cry about it, and then go up to the actual comedies.
OT fishing for the opportunity, does go ahead and find something on the hook, shoots the double, but doesn't hit it, but this time stays inside. I think it's interesting because, again, 30 points. You have an X on the 20, so even if you have the first start trip, the switch to the 19s isn't as inviting as it normally is. And I would rather stay on the 20 at the position in that dart because you can just keep finding it. And that's beautiful grouping, as that's a wonderful 7.
Now OT back on the 19s. Can only get 95 points total here with a triple, so she goes up and closes the 20. I like that move because
72 ties.
Shea's going to start on the 17s.
Yeah,
just to close.
It's interesting because 72 ties, right? So if Shea closed the 19 instead and Olivia opened up the 18s, could have set a tied score with a 7 mark, which is also why I like that close. But because she went for the 17s, it leaves a lot more opportunities. This opportunity, it was not capitalized on at all, and that's very unfortunate for O right there.
If that was 01, it would have been an unlucky 13, and instead it's an unlucky 0 mark. And Shea's going to be able to pounce on this.
As she should. I mean, again, you left the opportunity. When you get a present, open it, and that's exactly what happened. Now, it didn't. That was the expected outcome of just a bare minimum 3. Anything else would have been detrimental. This is the type of recovery that OT needs. Find one more trip, bring it back within one single mark. No, not quite.
Dave, you only liked Click because of Kate Beckinsale. And also, how many likes you got on that comment? I bet 0. See, that's my point.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
Were you trying to like
Owen Wilson? I don't know. I don't know why Owen Wilson.
Yeah, you did. You got Owen
I don't
Wilson
know.
there.
I don't know how I got there. I don't know where it came from.
What's up, Andy?
I think the Adam Sandler Little Nicky voice, it sounds like Owen Wilson doing an impression of Owen Wilson, now that I think about it more and more.
You know what's amazing? These two ladies have stereotypical male first names as last names.
Cole and Terry. That's fair. I feel like Terry's very gender neutral. I know a lot of female.
Right. I said typical. I said like.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah,
that's fair. Fair enough. Fair play. Fair play.
Parents, Terry. I don't know.
Well, I do know is that this is still a moment for Olivia to stay in this leg, but you have to hit a big shot, 7 or more. 7 or more.
15s.
Not quite,
Doesn't quite
Sean.
do it. And the beautiful thing for Shea is she's going to like the grouping here. And you tell me if she set it up this way, but she's got the 17. She can point on first and then dive right over to the 15s on dart 2. And then she has options if she misses or hits that dart 2. But yeah, she's definitely going to point first. That's her MO on this. She's going to get one dart, it looks like. Yeah.
I like the one dart approach in that situation from Shea. It's about having a calculated advantage into the bowls, and really right now, calculated advantage of having the match point advantage in this matchup. You can't leave any risks on the table, and this is a good time to have a low risk tolerance. even like right now, it's because she has the one mark and she still has a 52-point lead. You can shoot the 215s. If you hit it in one dart, you can go back for 217s, or you can go to the bull now. It leads to a lot of different favorable math outcomes. Last one stuck to her hand there, but you still got what you needed. You just don't want to think about that dart too much.
Yeah, that was a weird one. We're just gonna move. We're not gonna worry about that little guy. Jacob in the chat. What's up, brother? Hope you're doing well. Lost Boys. And shout out to you, man. Jacob was the first to put Fancy Pants Jillian Phillips on our radar a few years ago, honestly. And the way that she has come alive to be a favorite now in any dart tournament that she enters is really cool to see.
Well, and credit to as right now there, Shea does get match point advantage. Olivia will need 3 on the spin, 1 easy one hard one, and then a diddle is going to be the route. Also Jessica Melton for that same matter of fact as well. That duo, Jillian was talking about. She's like, "Oh, we're all going out to karaoke later." I was like, "Oh, I wish I could go. I've actually been dying to go out to karaoke lately, and that's rare. I never want to, but for some reason, I've just been in the mood for it." And I was like, "Oh, I'll come out there sometime for karaoke and go out with you and Jess." She's like, "Oh, well, we live 40 minutes apart. It's a long drive." And I was like, "It's 1,000 miles already. Do you think the 40 minutes is the deal breaker?"
That story could use a vampire. Boom goes the dynamite for OT from the TO to start off this one.
And Shea trying to respond 6-3 on the 9s right now.
Yeah, they definitely slowed down after the break on those.
And again, this is the turn right now where you have the throw if you're Olivia. You want to get really good momentum because you need that momentum to carry you through the next leg as well. So play smart, play strong.
All right, let's talk about it now, Nick. We have to real quick.
Go ahead.
That video came out today featuring our very own Will Stewart as part of a group video. I don't know if you watched it, but can we talk about the wild pointing cricket strategy of those gents? Like they did the opposite of like what they did last time, like by 10.
What? Oh, I haven't seen that video. I'm going to be honest. Don't spoil. I haven't seen the video yet. I'm going to.
All right. Well, Will, what were you thinking as Dan just kept being the one to just going to shoot at the 20s the whole time?
Yeah, we really had no chance to go at the 20s there. Somebody in the chat was like, they should have closed the 20s. When, dude? When could we have closed the 20s? So, I just forego the 16s, 15s there for a bit and just hammer the bulls. So it kind of worked out for a bit. Check it out.
It did. Yeah, it's a good little match there. That's for sure. But yeah, obviously an entertaining match to watch. The bull hitters are fantastic. And you and Jen are really, really, really. Jen's really, really awesome, and you do a good job of being there too, and it's really nice to see.
That was a good calculated close there from Olivia Terry, staying true, trying to get the 1, 2, 3, and that's exactly what happened. But Shea's been doing a good job fighting against that 9 mark start. Surprisingly, doesn't have a trip on that second dart. It looks so close.
And I loved her decision making on what target she's shooting out, right? Because she's trying to make those easy switch moves. If the 20s were not there for Olivia Terry, she would have gone 17s because I know that Shea prefers those. So Shea takes the shot at 18s, knowing that if she hits 2 triple 18s, she can take a look over at those 20s. And now she sets it up to where she can do that with less.
And again, right here, you're looking at an option for 72-point difference. 4 18s even score would have gotten you a shot at the 20 if you wanted it. Blocker dart forces the shot at the 20, and then there, cover on the 17. Nothing found of substance. So this should be an Olivia reaffirming control. And I'm okay with that dart from Shea telling me, hey, your 18s aren't all that right now. I would have actually probably considered contesting the 17. But that's personal preference.
I agree with that. I think dart 2 is just a little bit I was asking a little bit too much from her right that second. Whereas she could still get some points on the 17s there and have those 2 wedges. And I agree that would have been way more valuable in that situation, which is why she's starting on the 17s here, Nick.
And again, 2 houses getting a little thermonuclear, dare I say. Yeah, no, it's some great grabs. And again, forcing O to try to commit to a close. And O bails after the dart number 1.
Oh,
Yo.
no. Only a 2 mark from OT.
And again, when I have the 20s in my eyesight, I think, man, I would be willing to do some crazy, crazy, crazy things.
We are just a few people short of reaching the quad digit number, which I think this final deserves. So tag someone in this chat right now who's not here that wants to watch the conclusion of this bad boy. Is OT going to rattle off 3 straight legs? Right now, it's looking pretty good for this one. Or is Shea Cole going to close the door and win her 2nd title in as many seasons as she's competed in?
Trip 16 gets you the point lead.
Wouldn't put it past her.
I don't put anything past Shea Cole. I know better.
Well,
Fortunately goes high. Yeah, just unfortunate. And there goes up and stabs the 20 again. On the blocker darts, taking the swing at the high ground. Good shot selection from Shea. I mean, there's not really any notes. She's doing some good strategy here. And Olivia's doing a good job of what you do when you have the 20s and you have the throw. Play smart. It's smart shots. It's calculated defense from both sides.
It is good strategery.
What are you thinking right now as Shea Cole, Sean?
Hit a lot of triple 16s after I close the 20s.
Clearly inside the mind of Shea Cole.
She might go 15s. She can be aggressive and she can play around with some stuff here, right? She has time to do that. It's Olivia's throw. So maybe the 2 wedge advantage does something a little bit different. It definitely is something where OT now has to just, never mind, coffin shot it up and just not worry about it anymore.
Yeah, knowing OT, that's typically what she would do in this moment, but of course she does. But what Shea did there with shooting the 15s is exactly what I would have probably advised as far as a mentality point of view. Just throw some settler darts. It might not even have to be the best for that shot. There literally is the only thing that matters is you starting out the next leg right. If OT grabs this leg, then OT grabs this leg. You have to defend your throw if you're Shea Cole to get the match done and not let it go to a last leg decider. Because again, a 7-5 scenario is what I called. If it goes 6-6, OT wins. That's the timeline.
That is the exact timeline that you have pointed out from the get-go. And it would be wild at this point in time, based on everything that's happened in this broadcast, for you to be right at this point. No offense.
Yeah, something before the horse. Their
Carol
good hat trick
is talking about your prediction. I was her favorite until this week. Thanks.
Good
big
shot
double
there from
is 6-5. This is the big leg right here, Nick.
Yeah, I mean, it really is. This defines the matchup in my point of view. Olivia has to win this leg, and you only win a leg going second to Shea by bossing it around. Shea's not going to just give it for free. This is not a handout. This is going to be a point of domination from one way or the other.
4.06 for Shea Cole is definitely below her average. 3.76, again, hovering right exactly on her average, pretty much, is Olivia Terry. The consistency from OT has been phenomenal all season long. Shea is battling right now, and that is an opening for OT right away.
I'm leaving that one to you, Sean. I'm not allowed to repeat numbers anymore.
Yeah, Shea dropped below a 4 last week as her final average with a 3.94. And again, a lot of that was the pressure from OT. However, OT just re-gifts this one right back to Shea.
Yeah, and again, Shea doesn't make errors twice in a row.
No,
This is exactly
she got
what
a
we're
really
seeing
nice one
right
today.
here. A big shot and a big collect. Finds 7, feels like a 9 because of
Yeah.
the start. But that's how you have to think about it. Oh, okay. Shea started off with a 9. I'm handicapped with a bonus 1 mark on the 20s and just reset and then play. And that's something OT will do with her Frosty. I've never seen OT give up on a leg. And when your opponent starts off strong, she just tries to come back stronger.
Shea going to look down. There goes the 19s. If those darts fall for her, this is going to be over pretty quickly. Big 7 from Shea. After the start, huge recovery darts.
And OT's in a position to start having to play perfect to get out of it.
Mm-hmm.
And there's 7. Near perfect will work in this instance. It's a 90-point separation. 1 mark on the 20s. I wouldn't be surprised if Shea plays this conservative. You can see the step off the line real quick. Deciding her game plan, you got to visualize it.
And I think you're absolutely right. Safe. First 2 darts safe, no matter what. Oh, maybe not.
Yeah, I guess. Well, on dart number 2, 2 trips got out of range for a clean shot at the 20. Mm-hmm. So that was the math reason for it. But I was surprised. I would have expected to stay as well.
OT, yeah, it's going to stay. She had like a opportunity potentially to take the shot at the 20s, but if you miss the 20 there, which she has done recently, you're in a terrible position.
And this
I think Shea does the same thing.
This is exactly what you expect to see. We expected Shea to boss this leg, and you'd have to outboss her to get through. And the 4-5's good, but is it good enough as Shea finds a wonderful 5?
There you go. The final boss, Shea Cole.
I like that. That one's good. As this is even better.
Boom Big goes the dynamite. Wow, OT. She needed it, and she finds it. 5.4, playing a 4.6.
I've never seen OT give up on a leg, and despite a couple of different scenarios where this looks sketch, she's absolutely in this dogfight, and she has an opportunity to now take control and get rid of those 20s. If I had even a single 17, I might hit 2 20s here because it's only a 1-point separation.
We have a tie on the 9-mark record now with 10 here in this final. OT.
Yeah, no, you have to just go for the big singles, though. That is an error. I know she likes her doubles. I know she's normally pretty good at hitting her doubles, but in that scenario, drill 2 big singles. Stick to the fundamentals in a moment like this. Such a big opportunity you had. Does it get punished? Shea Cole, it's up to you.
Yes, Shea will do everything in her power to punish that right this second. That is it's a big mistake in that moment. It might not cost her everything though, and it doesn't. So
it costs her nothing.
Opportunity doesn't matter. It doesn't matter anymore. That's gone. New shot. You got
Play
reprieve.
For the 1, 2, 3. Play for the 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, and 3. Goes for the double again.
Or don't learn your lesson at all.
And hits the trip 17. It doesn't matter. Oh, do what you're doing. Sean, what is even happening here? What is even happening is now Shea continues to try to find the 16s. This is some ridiculousness we're seeing.
OT. We're about to see how aggressive she's feeling right now.
30 points, dangerous spot. Good stay. Stay for more.
Yep. Great darts. Smart darts. She's throwing a 5-1-3 when she absolutely needs to send this to a potential last leg decider. You can't ask for more than that if you're Olivia Terry. And honestly, if you're Shea Cole, you have to expect this. But you mentioned it, Nick. She was going to boss out this leg. You gotta outboss the boss. Shea is battling though.
Yeah, a 4-4-4 plays a 5-1-3. OT with another opportunity though for a single to have a point lead. That dart's a little awkward for her. She does still find the trip despite hitting the barrel and finds it again. What a good recovery from OT after a first dart that could absolutely ruin your chances of hitting that trip.
She is firing up the entire 419 spot right now.
And now to still stay in the fight, finds a 6. That was a must-hit shot. Shea is still hitting the must-hit shots. It was one opening that you feel like that was really the big difference maker. And OT has been fighting to stay with that opening ever since. She might take the swing. And yeah, she took the swing there because this battle's been going back and forth. She doesn't like the position on the 17. And then there, can't find it on the cover. Here's Shea Cole's chance now.
Yeah, Shea Cole knows this is a huge opportunity. And she's given up a couple in this leg already. You've said it before. She doesn't make mistakes twice. This is a big dart.
And
it is still a mistake.
I don't like the shot selection. You're going to shoot the 17 with one dart there. You just might as well stay on the 16 for 2. Give yourself a better insurance policy. Only a 10-point lead, awkward position. And there stays uncharacteristic from O. You kind of expect with the blockers to take the swing. This is nervy. This is 6-5. Are we going last league decider? Am I about to be champion kind of moments?
Oh, this is about as nervy as it gets. I was Chessy cat cheesing a few rounds ago just at how much fun it was just to watch these ladies play at their highest level in the highest moment and going for big money at the same time. It's really cool to see. And now the nerves, the finish line is starting to settle in, I think, for both. Can OT hold the nerve? She still has this advantage against the throw. Oh, that's huge.
What a response. What a response it was. Shea gains the lead by 37. OT couldn't have risked getting 2 singles. She finds a 6. And again, Shea there on her second dart went for 17, but that dart was a pretty inviting guide dart, and she chose to go back to the points.
Look at the crowd back there as Shea's looking for a snowman. Oh, that just kisses off.
Still
gets the 7. Yeah, that's a big crowd.
It's intense. It's bated press. It's everyone staring, and you can't even blink. If you're the player, if you're in the audience, if you're the commentators, it's must watch right now.
If you're the button pusher, Damien hasn't sat down yet.
I don't blame him. He sits down immediately. Well, Trip 16, and there's the 17's close. This is the shot. Gets it for Shea Cole.
She built the snowman after all.
What a big 8 mark there. And now OT finds the double bull. It's still not quite over. She's going to keep fighting. Needs to get a couple more bulls. Finds 3 on the response. Can Shea Cole close the door?
Was that the knockout punch, Nick?
Certainly felt like one, but you just never know. Hanging on the ropes, OT is.
$2,500 to first, $1,500 to second place. So either way, a huge payday. Shea is attacking right now.
That's bad math. That's a shot.
Math was not good.
Yeah, now here's the opportunity. But doesn't happen. That dart sunk low. OT finds 2 bulls. You need to add to that lead.
Oh, how many times have we seen that, Nick?
Oh my goodness gracious. That double bull has been very much in the friends list of Olivia Terry there. This isn't over. This isn't over. What a last start.
This is also round 16, by the way. Something that we should monitor a little bit. But winning darts again, not going to go. Can she find another double? It registers a single. That's enough.
It's a well thrown dart. Again, Shea should be able to get the point lead back. And you're right, noting the rounds there, because if I'm Shea, starts to be part of me that thinks I'm just going to go for all 3 at the points and not try to add in the bowls to my shot. 1,000-point game.
Yeah. Here's my thought on that, though, is that 25 is more than 15 and 16, right? So the single actually there's an advantage here for OT. Again, misses the double.
Shea's math left Olivia another chance, and this time was way closer.
And another again, 4 bowls.
That single bowl didn't help Shea. Now again, an opportunity where she has to go ahead and hit a trip and a single to have a chance at the bowl in the first 2 darts.
Round 18.
You have 3 shots left. Use them wisely. You have to get the point lead. You have to get the point lead. And here, single bowl trip. You've been talking about it, Sean, the corner pockets. It's on. Oh, on the top side of the wire. Reset for the bowl. Doesn't find it. Now is it over? Is this dramatic game going to end? Will a champion be crowned?
Shea gets a sip of dart juice. 17 points is the deficit, so she needs 2 marks here to go at the bowl. She's not going to get that, so OT is going to come back with, again, that same opportunity, Nick.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. 6 darts left for OT.
It's also round 19.
Yeah.
Do you stay now?
You have game darts. You have game darts. Trip 15.
Trip 15.
Olivia Terry goes high. One of the most insane legs, and not only WCS history, but USA Darts and PBD history right now is happening.
It's round 20. I think
shot.
Either Olivia wins this or Shea wins this without a round out.
Oh, 1 bowl. You need 1 bowl,
there
and she does get it.
Wow. What a victory for Shea Cole, 2-time champion of the WCS. But OT from the TO on bowls. Scrapped and clawed her way, stayed in that. Look at the over 1,000 points, or over 1,100 points, the 20th round in the penultimate leg. Could you ask for more?
There is nothing else you could have asked for except a whole night of that, because that leg, and I said it, it's truly one of the best we've ever seen in USA Darts and PBD's history. That was an incredible leg of darts. It had all the drama. It had blunders. It had great strategic moments. But $2,500 and the 2-time title holder will be Shea Cole. And, of course, congratulations to Olivia Terry, who has proven time and time again that we should never doubt her like we did last season, because she is an absolute beast of a competitor and winning runner-up again.
Yeah, absolutely. Listen, I don't stand up very often during the middle of a leg. I did when OT had that shot for the bull trip. Wow. Hats off to Shea Cole, first of all, because the pressure that OT was applying in that moment would have 95% of people fold there. And I don't think that would be a question at all if that was to happen. A couple of holes away for OT from getting to that last league decider, and then who knows? But Magoo's is partying tonight. $2,500. Richer is Shea Cole, and 2-time champion. Well deserved.
And we have to address this because Shea Cole did just win the championship. Don't worry, drinks are still on Kevin Luke. No, it was a great moment there to see that. To see Shea get over the hurdle, because there was clearly a mental barrier there that haunted her last week that she got through this week. And to get that win is amazing to see. To be the only person to ever win the WCS singles back-to-back seasons is amazing to see. And again, Olivia doing what she did is amazing to see. I have no other words than amazing, apparently.
Yeah, exceptional, incredible, also synonyms that we could have used, but that's okay.
Brittany, Paul, Tom, other names we could have used.
Anyway, I think no matter what, season 5, Shea Cole is the final boss, right? She is the mountain that you eventually have to climb if you're 15 other competitors, or hopefully maybe 31 other competitors, going and vying for this title.
Yeah, it's certainly right. And over almost 1,000 people watching across all 4 platforms tonight, supporting these ladies. That's what this is about, supporting these wonderful players doing wonderful, wonderful things. This was everything that we wanted to see in a season-ending match. And just a reminder, folks, CSE's coming back just around the corner here. We're only just a few weeks away from that kicking back off. Of course, we will get those brackets and selection show underway as well. As I'm looking forward to seeing the different matchups that we'll be seeing in our 9th season. Crazy to say, 9 seasons of it.
It's insane. It's a boom goes the dynamite worth of seasons, and I to be on that journey with you two is honestly insane. We should have killed each other years ago.
Oh, it's still in the cards. Don't you worry. And folks, make sure to tune in. PBD will still be streaming those qualifiers every Saturday for the next couple Saturdays here. So make sure to follow along. Of course, follow over at USA Darts as well, as we'll be live for the ADO USA Classic this upcoming weekend. And just support these ladies. Support Ladies Darts. Tune in to these wonderful matches when they happen, because I can tell you, anybody that didn't watch tonight is going to have some serious FOMO in the morning.
Absolutely. And again, something that everyone asked for, singles for the ladies tonight. The ladies put on an absolute show, and that's why almost 1,000 people watched, and that's why all of you were correct. The PPD was correct in changing that decision, and moving forward, this is going to be real fun. I'm looking forward to the next WCS, but you're right. The CSC Challenger Series comes back at the end of this month, and it's going to be amazing. I can't wait.
Well, that will do it for us tonight. Thank you all for tuning in. We'll be seeing your lovely faces in the comment section soon enough. Hopefully, you'll see our not so lovely faces on the internet again soon enough. Thank you all for tuning in. Make sure to like, follow, and share, and we'll be seeing you on the next one.
Bye, guys.
Archives.
That's it for season 4. Bye-bye. Nyx still has pink hair.